Good morning, students. I'm Gertrude N. Namando, a tutor for accounting, and I'm going to give you a presentation on just a guideline on how to do your 2018 assignments. My email is found on the cover page in case the students want to contact me. Okay, now the presentation that I'm doing today, I'm really not going into details, but I just want to give you a guideline of doing your assignment. As I have seen in the previous assignment, the students are not putting on effort when they're answering their assignments. Okay, now in question 1, okay, now students, whenever you are doing any amount that has to do with calculations, first of all, if you are asked to calculate something, you have to come up with a formula, and then from the formula you now do your calculations. Don't just write your answer, but you must also do the calculation. And it's advisable that you read the prescribed materials on the given topic before you make an attempt to answer an assignment. And then once you understand the theory, it's now when you can now try to answer the questions that is on the assignment. On question 2, it has to do with manufacturing account, and then this is found on the on the module of accounting didactics. There is a theory on the manufacturing account. So it's very important that first of all, you read the theory on the manufacturing account, you go through the break-even point and the calculation, and then you try to do, because in your module they did activities and then they provided answers. Now once you understand the concept of manufacturing, it's when you must now go to your assignment, and then you must now try to use the given information to do a calculation on the manufacturing account. And then on the cash budget, there's also a question on the cash budget. It's also very important that you go through your theory. It's very important before you do an assignment. Go through the theory of cash budget, and then now again, like I said there, you have to practice on the activities that are given on your module. Once you are sure that you understand the content and you are having a clear picture, now go to the information provided in the assignment, and then you have to draw up the cash budget. Remember, they are asking a cash budget for November and for December, and then you use the given format. In your assignment, there is a format that you are supposed to follow. Please do follow that. And then question 4, you will find the question on the trial balance, and the book of trial balance is the easiest book. Now what you find there, you are provided with information, and then some of the accounts there is a question mark. Now if there is a question mark, that means you have to use the given information, knowing the formulas of, like for example, if capital is missing, you use the formula of owner's equity, for example, and then you try first to calculate the amount where there is a question mark. Now, once you have completed all the answers where there is a question mark, now you are going to use the correct sections. As we know, the trial balance has got 2 sections. That is the balance sheet account section and the nominal account section. Now you use that, and then remember the accounts are grouped into 5 accounts. Now you start grouping them and then doing the trial balance. And please remember, as we have learned and as your module has indicated, certain accounts have to be debited, certain accounts has to be credited. You are using your double entry principle to draw up the correct trial balance. And then once you have drawn up your trial balance, if you add up your debit side and your credit side, if they give you the same amount, that means your trial balance is correct. If they are not giving the same amount, and then you have to go through, check on your figures, are they correctly entered? Check on your account, if the account is supposed to be credited, is it credited? Now for you to do this in your accounting didactics, they provided you with a table on the group of account, which one goes on the debit side, and then which one goes on the credit side. And then on question 5, you are provided with information in the assignment, and you are supposed to use that information to draw up a general ledger. And remember, when we are drawing up a general ledger, it must be in a T account, and then the double entry principle must also be applied here. Okay, now we know in the balance sheet account section, if we are drawing up a T account, all the assets is increasing on the debit side, and then it decreases on the credit side. And then the account of owner's equity and liability is increasing on the credit side, and then it decreases on the debit side. And then coming on the nominal account section, that is where you find income and then expenses. And then, as the rule of accounting is saying, the expenses increases on the debit side, and then decreases on the credit side, and then the income increases on the credit side, and then it decreases on the debit side. And then please students, when you do your general ledger, you must please balance off your account. Don't just leave it like that. Add up your debit side, and then you add up your credit side. Now these sides will not balance, so now here remember to do a balance carry down, and then a balance brought down. A balance carried down, as we know, it goes on the side which is always less to make it equal to the bigger one. And then the balance brought down, as we know, it's coming on the balance with a big amount. And then the general comments on your assignment. You must not leave a question blank. When I marked your April or May assignment, it's very disappointing when students are leaving out the questions blank. Please don't leave any question blank. Try your level best to answer. And then it's also advisable that students, you have to read through. You cannot just start answering an assignment. You must first look at the question. Is it asking you to do a cash book? You go in your summary in your modules, you read about the cash book when you understand the topic, and then you must come back to the given topic in the assignment. And then students also, in your recommendation, the resources that are given to you, you are advised to buy the NANCOL modules for accounting. There is module 1, and then there is module 2, and then you are supposed to have also a module for accounting that Iol is providing. And please student, I'm also advising you that if you don't understand, like my email is provided, you try to contact me, or if you have any accounting teacher, try to contact them instead of leaving the question blank.